welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And today we have something very interesting for you.
Oh, it's interesting, all right, John.
So, there's a story behind it. So, back when Ken and I used to play at a game store that's no longer there, Ken was helping me prep for the first tournament I was ever going to go to. And then, as a relaxing post-tournament fleet, I was going to bring what I have today. Except it got FAQ'd and it became illegal. So, in talking, I'm like, I've always in the back of my head had this fleet I at least wanted to see hit the table once, and I understand why it's illegal, and it's going to be what it is. And we still technically don't even own enough models for it, so we have like ships that have no base cards until they get attacked. So it is a 7 Gozanti Darth Vader fleet.
Wait till you see the objectives and see the BS that John gave me today. But that's okay. This ought to be fun.
Yeah, so it's not meant to be good. And it's just meant to, I need to get this out of my head after 2.5 years.
I'm going to fly double onikers, which he absolutely hates at some point. And, but.
So we'll show you the fleets, show you the objectives, and then get right up to the setup.
So here is my Screed fleet. I have an ISD-1 with Screed on it, Strategic Advisor, and Gunnery Team. We have a Victory 2 with disposable capacitors and quad battery turrets, a Gladiator 1 outfitted with engine techs and assault proton torpedoes. I took the Insidious title instead of the Demolisher. We're going to see how well that works. And then I've got a Gozanti-class flotilla with ComsNet. Bunch of squadrons, although John is not bringing squadrons today. I have Hull Runner, Mauler Mythal, and 4 TIE Fighter squadrons.
Okay, so to start off the bat right away, this fleet is technically illegal according to the current FAQ. I'm only flying it because it's always been a fleet I've wanted to fly from eons past. So we start off with a Imperial Star Destroyer Cymoon with Darth Vader, Minister Tua, who brings along electronic countermeasures, gunnery teams, Spinal Armament, XI7 Turbolasers, Intensify Firepower, and Avenger. Then I have 2 Gozanti assault carriers, both with ComsNet. And then I have a total of 5 more additional Gozantis, all assault carriers, to throw some red dice. The idea here is to concentrate fire in, and if you absolutely need to, you can use your evade to Darth Vader 2 red dice. Because why not? Okay, here are my objectives. I have the bid, so I chose to go second because I really wanted Ken to choose from my objectives. And they're all kind of horrible. The first one is opening salvo, which would have been awesome if you picked it, but no one's going to pick it when you get so many extra dice thrown against you. The second one is jamming barrier. The third one is solar corona. Ken went with jamming barrier. He feels that that is the best case because he's not going to choose opening salvo, and solar corona can black out the must-needed accuracies.
Alright, so here is the Imperial fleet on my side, Ken's side. I kind of deployed things in such a way to try and figure out where John was going to put the bulk of his forces. And I wanted to split to make him have a decision on where to put the jamming barrier. So right now it's in front of the ISD, but you know, we're going to see how this winds up turning around. So the Gladiators at speed 3, let's see if I get behind them.
So here is the Gozanti gun line. Probably never thought you would ever hear that. Deployment. So I decided to start most of my deployment behind this dust cloud and just went down, and then I decided to put some over here. These two are my comms net, and they're just there. And my ISD smack dab in the middle. I put the jamming barrier here to try to cut off some line of sight to the Star Destroyer, because that's probably my biggest concern. All my ships are going speed 2 except for this Gozanti that's going to be passing tokens to my Star Destroyer way in the back. Start of turn 1, Ken uses Strategic Advisor. We're going to start with Consonant Gozanti number 1. It's revealing a concentrate fire. We're going to take it as a token, and we're going to chuck that token over to our good old friendly Star Destroyer. Probably's got plans for it next turn. And then we're going to go ahead and move our speed 2 right to here.
We're going to start with the Victory. Nav will use it as the dial. I'm going to drop down to speed 1 because I have no shots. We're just going to move forward.
We're going to go with Gozanti number 7. It's revealing a Navigate. We're going to take it as a token. And then we're going to go ahead and move our speed 2. And I think we're going to just jig-jog it over right to here.
Activating the ISD, Nav will use it. I have no shots, so I'm going to increase to speed 3. Add the extra click on the first joint. And here we are.
Okay, we're going to activate number 6 now. It is revealing a Navigate. We're going to take it as the token. And we're also going to do a little bump to the side. Just like that.
All right, we're going to activate the Gozanti. We've got a squadron. We're going to take it as a token and then comms net it over to the Victory. And then we're going to move along at speed 2.
Number 5. I think you folks have seen this before. It's going to be a nav, and it's going to be a little jolt to the side. Let's get it into the proper locked area. There we go.
Start with the Gladiator. Navigate, uses the dial. Do this little thing here. And because I have engine techs, I can do a speed 1 maneuver. I'm going to do this.
So the rest of the activations are mine, so we're just going to go through the entire thing. Everything has a Navigate, so I'm just going to pass out Navigates and then do it piecemeal. And we're going to activate the Gozantis first, then the Star Destroyer, then this last Gozanti. So for movement, going speed 2, this Gozanti is going to go to stay where you are. Gonna go to here. And then this Gozanti is going to go to here too. Okay, and then the Star Destroyer. I think the Star Destroyer going speed 2 is going to do a jig jog as well. To here. And then the little Gozanti that could in the back is going to just go straight. Like that.
Squadron phase. I'm the only one with squadrons, so I've got my whole mess of squadrons here, and we are pretty much just going to put them in this little area, and I can easily do that. So it's probably the one nice thing about having only one player with squadrons. This phase is quick. We're going to start with the Gladiator. I have a navigate dial, which we are going to use. I have absolutely no shots. So what I'm going to do is stay at speed 3. We're going to put another click on the first joint. That'll bring me up to here. And then I'll go ahead and engine text. Right there. So that ought to keep me a little bit out of the line of fire.
Okay, so we usually just talk about these things after the fact that they would actually take place, but so on my beginning of my game turn, we're spending the concentrate fire from the Star Destroyer to activate Intensify Firepower. And then we're going to activate Gozanti number 1, who has concentrate fire. We're not going to put the arc on this ship, it's clearly just the side shot, and I'm going to shoot into your side. So it's going to be a nifty blue dice for a crit, and then we're going to concentrate fire in another blue dice. And we're going to take that accuracy and we're going to make it into a hit with Intensify Firepower.
Okay, so we have a hit and a crit. I am going to, because I think that's pretty much the only shot you're going to give me, I'm going to brace that and redirect that to the front. So 1 goes to the front.
Sounds good.
That's it.
And then we're going to do this maneuver. Right to there. We're going to go with Gozanti number 3 due to the fact that Ken is strategic advisoring again. Crafty. We're going to be revealing a concentrate fire, and we're going to be taking a medium range shot again into your side. So we're going to start off with the blue dice for a hit, and then we're going to roll another one for another hit. 2 hits into your side.
You know what? Re-roll one of them.
So that was the hit.
That was the hit. So it's a hit and a crit now. Well, I guess I'm just going to take the 2 shields.
Look at us doing damage with the Gozanti.
Probably the most the Gozantis have done in a while, but all those concentrate fire commands, it's doing it.
Well, no, it's doing damage because it's an assault. Duh.
Oh, that's true.
We're going to go right here.
We're going to activate the Gozanti. Nav, I'm going to take it as a token, actually, because I don't think I'm going to use it. And then we're just going to move it right over here. And John, we're going back to you.
Another Gozanti, number 2 this time, is doing concentrate fire. We're taking it as a token, and we're going to pass it to the ISD. Then we're going to take a move, and we're going to move straight 1. Bam! Just like that.
I'm going to activate the Victory that has lost its 1 tower. Got a nav, I'm going to use it as the dial. I'm going to first take a shot here at your Gozanti that's moved. It's a long range shot. John, I believe you're moving at speed 2.
I am.
So with the quad battery tower or turrets, I get a blue die. So that's 3 red and a blue. Let's see if I can roll up an accuracy and do some damage. It's the red that comes up as an accuracy. That's kind of funny. So that's 2 damage to the Gozanti. We're blocking your scatter.
Okay, so we're going to spend an evade to cancel out the blue dice and take 1 damage to the front.
And I have no other shots at this time, so I'm going to drop to speed 0.
Well, now that Ken's done that and left me just out of range of all of my stuff, we're going to activate number 7. It's got a concentrate fire. We're going to choose not to use it. And we're going to move, I believe, like this. Jumping past the dust field in a slight turn to double arc you with a Gozanti. It doesn't really matter.
ISD time. Navigate, we're going to use it. I do have one long-range shot here, but because of the jamming barrier, it's going to be one red die. It's kind of pointless to even make the shot. You're going to scatter, and there's nothing else I can do this turn. So what I am going to do, let's drop down to speed 2. Put the extra click on the first joint. And here I am. Come on, 2 and 1. Coming around. I'm now on the opposite side of the barrier, and we can start shooting next turn.
We're going to go with number 6. Number 6 has a concentrate fire, but I am just out of medium range. Barely. And we're going to spend our... Actually, that's what I just thought of. We're going to spend our token to drop down to speed 1. And we're going to fly straight ahead. Should have been going speed 2. Okay, so now we're going to activate this Gozanti, who does have you medium range to your front. Yeah, Gozantis versus ISDs, this is going to go great. It's got a concentrate fire though, so doubling down. So we're going to roll in a blue for a crit, and then we're going to roll in another dice for another crit. So take 2, Ken.
Just like the crits, huh?
I do.
Take 2 to the front of my Star Destroyer, right?
Yep.
So we're going to push that off to the port side. If you could change that for me, please.
Yep, 2 to the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the only shot you're going to have on me, right?
Yeah.
Well, then let's brace that to 1.
Okay. And then we're going to move. We're going to spend this to jump up to speed 3, I believe. And we're going to do this nifty inside turn to give you bad shots. Or less good shots. Yeah, it's not a close range shot. So, I did something. So now we're going to move the ISD. It has no shots. So we're revealing a navigate. We're going to use it to jump up to speed 3. And we're going to do this nifty maneuver here to land right into the face of that.
Cool.
Let's get some dice rolling the next turn. Number 4, last guy to go. It's got a concentrate fire, nothing to attack. And we're going to do this maneuver.
Ooh, that's close there, John. Very, very close.
But not close enough. I got plenty of room.
At least 6 millimeters. Well, 3 millimeters.
Yep, so that's going to be that for my ships. Now on to squadrons.
Alright, I'm going to move all of my squadrons, and we're just going to plop them all right here in front of the Star Destroyer, with the idea being TIE fighters are going to scare you off and not want to actually shoot at me.
Don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either, John, but at least I can sit there and kind of hope that maybe that'll happen. I'm actually going to move him a little bit further over, because I don't want to overlap him later. Start at turn 3. I'm going to activate the victory first. I know John's a little disappointed, navigate, because it's at speed 0, and I know he would love to have a clean shot with a Cymoon with no defense tokens.
That would be amazing.
But I'm not going to do that. So we're going to start by spending the squadron token, and I'm just going to pick this little TIE fighter over here, who gets to roll in a blue die. Let's see if we do any damage in front of him. 1 hit.
Okay, I took it.
And then I'm going to take front to front, because I really don't have another choice. We're at close range.
Oh, definitely.
3 red, 3 blue, and because it quad battery turrets, I get another blue. So let's see what I can do. That's 2, 4, 5 hits with an accuracy. And let's see, what do I want to do with Screed? That's really not going to help me out too much there, is it? Because I can spend the 1. We're going to prevent you from using your brace, I think.
Okay, well, I'm going to ECM and use my brace anyway to brace that down to 3. And we'll just take it on the front.
No other shots. So we're going to move up to speed 1. Sorry, John. And let's see if I do that. I'll overlap everything. This is going to be great.
Hop off your stage.
Yeah.
And I think you ran.
I don't think so, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Alright, well, these guys will stay here after I move them. But now I'm at speed 1, John.
1, all closer to below.
Yeah, you too, though.
Okay, so we're going to go with the ISD, and at the beginning of the turn we're spending all this stuff for Intensify. And I have clearly close range, and then I also have a medium range shot into the front of your Gozanti, so I need an accuracy.
Some gunnery teams.
Exactly. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take the front shot into your victory, see where we leave you. So that's going to be 5 reds plus 1 for Spinal Armament plus 2 blues. And before I start rolling, I reveal a nav, so we're going to use it as a dial. There's just so many things going on. Here we go. Dice roll. That seems pretty good, and we're going to turn that into a hit, and you can't use your brace, and then I think that's about it, because I got XI7s, and you only can redirect 1.
Yeah.
So that's your shield, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage through.
Ouch. Alright, so you are right. I'm going to use the redirect to push the 1 shield to the side, so there's the 1 shield. I have 3 shields on the front.
I forgot about front shields.
Yes, front shields. I still have those, which puts me at 4 damage, and one of those gets to be a crit. So the crit is point defense failure.
Oh,
so
that's useful.
Only while dealing with squadrons. 3 and 4, which is fine, John. I'm perfectly okay not using or firing against squadrons.
Yeah, I figured. So how much health do you have left then?
3.
3? Ugh. Ugh. I don't like it. We'll see if Gozantis can clean you up.
Nah. Yeah, maybe.
There's a very strong possibility.
These Gozantis, yeah.
So now we're going to take that same shot, so 6 reds, 2 blues into the front of the Gozanti at medium range. You need 1 accuracy pretty much to blow you up. There's the accuracy, there's the damage, and we'll just kick that over.
Yeah,
so we block your
cancel
scatter.
1, well, I can't. I can force you to reroll 1, but at the most, it's not going to matter because you got the other 4.
Blue?
It's not going to
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
You've
Yeah,
got
that's
4
more.
other hits, so that is a dead Gozanti. Let's pull it off the table.
Now I have to figure out how I'm going to move. I was pretty positive I was going to do that, so we're probably going to just ram you and then stay right where we're at. So, use our dial to drop to speed 2. To do that, which my butt end will swing to you and ram you.
Yeah, I think you will wind up ramming me. We'll move that temporarily. Huh. Well, I'm just going to plop everything here to the front shield then.
Well, this is not going as planned.
We're going to move him over to this side here. He's already activated. But these guys, we're going to put as many of them as we can at the front. Yeah, we may have to sacrifice him. Alright, I'm going to activate my ISD. Got to navigate. We're going to hold on to that as a dial. I've got 2 shots here. I'm going to make the cruddy shot first. As we discussed earlier, this is long range, so I get 3 red into the side of that Gozanti. So let's just see what happens here, because why not? And that's 3 hits that you're going to scatter.
Correct. I decided to scatter that.
So then the next shot is going to be, because of gunnery teams, into your rear here.
Yep.
Medium range, so my blue dice come into effect. 3 red, 2 blue. Let's hope for 1 or even 2 accuracies. 2 accuracies, 2 hits. Now I could spend one of those accuracies to get a crit. Oh, that's right. We're at short range.
We're at medium.
Medium range. So you know what? Let's do that. We're going to spend that to turn that into a crit. Now you're going to re-roll something.
Yeah. Re-roll the blue.
Okay.
Okay. That's perfect for me. So spent that. Take 1, and then we see what our card is. Choose and discard one of your defense tokens, then flip this card face down. That's horrible. So we get rid of the evade.
Okay. I think those are my only shots.
Yep.
Right, so now we have to move. So we're going to stay at speed 2 here. 2 and 1. I think we are clearly overlapping your Gozanti there. So we have to move back here, correct?
Yep.
Alright, so that one's going to take a damage.
Number 6 takes a hull damage. Okay, we're going to activate number 4 first. Number 4 is going to reveal a concentrate fire, who would have thought? And we're going to shoot at Hull Runner and shoot at this tie here with flak.
Obstructed shot, John?
I guess it is obstructed.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll shoot it at the other tie in the front with 2 blues because they'll just concentrate firing on that. For none. Great. And then we're going to probably ram. That should be fine. We'll do that. Boom.
Gladiator. Navigate. Dial. We're going to stay at speed 3. So let's use the dial to get the extra click at the first one, which puts me about here. And then we're going to engine text like this.
We're going to go with 1 first. We're revealing a concentrate fire. Big surprise. We're going to throw it over to the ISD. Then we're going speed 2. And we're going to jig-jog our way around this asteroid. Right to there. Okay, so we're going to activate number 5 first. And I really don't have that much that I can do besides flacking, so I'm going to flak all of your squadrons. Mm-hmm. So we're going to start with the close ones and then move our way up and around. So, what number is 5? 5 also has concentrate fire, so we'll throw it in on one of them. So first, the little dude that's off on the side right there, you see him? Hit.
So 1 hit.
And we're going to concentrate fire on that one because, you know, why not? For nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy with 1 hit, John.
Okay, so the next TIE fighter down the line is a hit, then the next one is a miss, and then the last one is also a hit.
Okay, I'm going to scatter it. That's smaller.
That's smaller?
At the end.
Okay, cool. Well, scatter it. Yeah, spent that scatter.
Here, yep. You're going straight.
Yep. Start moving some fighters.
Yep, oh, plenty of room. Okay. But I still get to place them.
Correct.
Oh, I could do that. That'd be mean. Okay.
number 7, concentrate fire. We're gonna flak both those squadrons. And this is going through the dust cloud, so I can't do anything. So here's against the first squadron. For an accuracy. Here's against the second squadron. For an accuracy, and then we're gonna concentrate fire in on that one, because why not? For another accuracy.
Highly
Holy
accurate
cow.
shots here, John.
I think I've hit like 3 times with all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. And do we want to accelerate to speed 3?
Will this be the game? John only wins by 25 points.
Yeah, seriously. Until something else blows up next
Yeah,
time.
really.
We're spending the dial to jump up to speed 3 and land right here.
The token, you mean?
Yes, that's what I meant. Spend the token, jump up to speed 3. Can I do any damage to squadrons? We're gonna start with number 6, shooting out the front. My shield dial blocks me from being blocked by it.
That's.
And we're gonna do concentrate fire. So we're gonna start with squadrons.
That rule should be if you're on it, you can't do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but it's technically not. Okay, so first squadron, you can take your pick out of either 2.
Okay.
For a hit, and we're gonna concentrate fire in on that one. For another hit, it's dead.
Oh wow, you killed a TIE fighter. Something else died, John.
And then we're gonna shoot the other one for another hit. Of course, this guy decides to be a hero.
Of course.
And then we're gonna take a lucky shot out the front or side
Either side.
into your side. Woo! Yeah, baby. And then we're gonna kind of use the stuff
Intensify
to,
Firepower
hit you
to
with
take
one.
one hit.
Yep.
Just gonna move it to
This
that
side has 2.
Yeah.
Goes to 1. Then we figure out how we're gonna move. And I think we're gonna do just this, which hopefully keeps you from shooting me. I think it does. Now I'm just a complete blocker.
Yes, it does, John. Nice.
Yeah. I would wish to claim that I did this all in advance, but I did not. Okay, so the last 2 activations are this ship and this ship. They both have concentrate fire, so we're going to do this guy first. Number 3, concentrate fire, is going to shoot at your front with medium range 2 blue dice. For that, and we're going to turn that into another hit with our special shenanigans Intensify Firepower.
So let's go ahead and have you re-roll the one there.
Into a hit. Now my dice 1 hits.
Now, yeah, I was just gonna say your dice 1 hits now. So let's go ahead and we'll brace that and make it 1, and then just take it on the front.
Okay. And then he's going to move. I believe I'm going to drop down to speed 1, and then make a wall of Gozanti. Just like that. And then the other guy is going to shoot into your other side and is revealing, surprise, concentrate fire. So we're going to just roll 2 blues into your side for hit.
Hit, I have 2 there, right?
2 shields.
So we're going to use the redirect to put 1 onto the rear and keep the 1 on the side.
Okay. And then we are only going speed 1, so we're going to crank it like this.
Squadron phase. So I have a bunch of things that can shoot at a bunch of different things. Howl Runner is going to take her first shot, I guess, into the rear of your, into the side of the ISD. So 1 blue for a hit.
I'll take it to the side.
Move you out of the way so I can reach the dial. Alright, 1 down. Mauler Mythal, he's going to make a shot into the front where you have no shields. Let's see what he can do. Again, all blue dice. A hit.
Okay, we redirect it to that same side. I have 1 more over there.
You've got 1 more on this side.
Okay.
A regular TIE fighter, also firing into the front for a hit.
Jeez,
TIE fighters
man.
are hitting here, John.
Take it to that same side.
Okay. You now have no shields left on this side. Your shield dials do not want to move, John.
No, they don't. They should stay at full health. Last time.
Last tie. Again, shot into the front. Another hit.
We'll just take it to the hull.
Yeah, that concludes turn 3. So we're going to start with the victory before it dies. Engineering. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get rid of one of the cards, fix that. And then with the extra point, we're going to move one shield from the rear to the front, giving me a little bit of protection. Now I'm going to make my shots. I do have you double arc this Gozanti. We're going to start with the side, so it's 2 reds and a blue. I get to add in another blue with quad battery turrets. Now let's see what I do with that Gozanti. 2 hits and an accuracy, or and a crit. I'm just going to leave that as such. You're going to scatter it.
I'm gonna scatter.
All right. Need an accuracy. Screed is not helping me out here.
My Gozantis roll plenty of accuracies, and I will take your hits for accuracies.
So then I've got my front shot. I could go against that Gozanti, but you know what? I want to hit your ISD. So I'm going to hit your side shield. That's rolling 3 reds, 4 blues. See what I can do. And that, I think what I'm actually going to do here is sacrifice that to give me a crit here with Screed. And I'll block the brace.
So I
Force you to use the ECM.
use ECM to brace anyway, and then we're gonna redirect 2 of the damage to the rear, and we're going to contain the 1 damage that's going to come through the side.
A speed 1 maneuver will force me to ram, so we both take a damage. So we're getting there.
Okay, we're going to activate this guy because I feel like he's in the most danger right now. And we're going to reveal a concentrate fire. So we're going to start by doing this nifty shot into your side with... I know I'm going to concentrate in on this one, so we're just going to roll 2 blues. For take a hit and a crit.
I think what I'm going to do is just brace that and take the 1.
I will remind you that I have Avenger.
I am forgetting about that, so you know what I'm going to do
just being
instead?
really nice to
I
you right
appreciate
now.
that. That's just because you're flying 7 Gozantis.
Yeah.
That's right, Avenger.
Yeah, so that will be 2 damage.
I did. I've got no shields now. Oh wait, I gave it back to myself.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to throw 1 out the front into the front of your ISD for a crit.
Me, fine.
Okay, and then we're going to maneuver at speed 3 and fly to the other side of that barrier. To the promised land.
Let's start with the ISD. Nav, I'm going to actually take this as a token, because I don't think I can use it effectively as a dial. I have 2 shots. Both are going to be from the front. I'm going to hit the rear of this Gozanti, which has been hit. It has no rear shield. And I'm going to hit the front of your ISD, hoping to get something. So, rear of the Gozanti first, 3 reds. For 3 hits, which you're going to scatter.
I spend out the scatter.
May be useful later. And now, front to front, ISD to ISD, 2 reds for an accuracy and a double. Well, you can't use your good redirect.
I spend out the bad one to move both to this shield here. It's going to be like the last time I get to redirect anyway.
And now I get to move. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay at speed 2. And I believe I'm going to ram this Gozanti right in front of me. Ah, yeah. Definitely ramming the Gozanti in front of me. But I believe I will be fine here. And then I clear the dust field.
Yes, you do.
1 damage to that Gozanti, John.
That is number 6. We're going to activate number 5. And we got to concentrate fire. So what we're going to do first is we're going to flak out the side into this TIE fighter and pray for a hit. No.
You have accurate gunners on your Gozantis, John.
Yeah, but I need this extra shot. So then we're going to shoot into the side of the Victory with my Gozanti.
No shields.
So first we roll in a red, and then we're going to roll in another red. Yeah, take that.
Hit crit, huh?
Hit crit.
So, if I really want to survive, we're going to brace that to 1, and we're going to redirect it up to the front. Because it's really not going to matter with Avenger. All you need is a couple hits and I'm dead. But,
Yes.
okay.
Also, if you didn't do that, then
you ram me and I'm...
you could redirect to the front, take a crit. If it's a structural, you immediately die.
Right.
So then we're going to move, and that guy is moving at 3. So we're going to do something. I think we're just going to ram you. Or...
You can ram me if you want. Fly off the board, John. I'm okay with that, too.
Yeah. Probably going to do that. I don't think there's a spot that I can land back in, so just to stay alive this turn, we're going to fly to here, and then we'll fly off the board next turn. Like that.
So I'm going to activate the Gladiator. Gladiator is a navigate dial that we're going to use. And you know what? Just for fun, we're going to make a shot. So first shot that the Gladiator gets to make, I can hit the front of your Gozanti here with a long-range shot. 2 reds. I need an accuracy. I don't. I get a hit and a crit.
We scatter that.
Surprise, surprise. So what I'm going to do instead then is let's move at speed 3 and use the nav here. Okay. And then I'm going to engine tech ramming you. So take the damage.
So after thinking about it a while, we're going to start off with this Gozanti. He's got, big surprise, let me grab the right one. Concentrate fire. We're going to use it. We're going to shoot 2 reds medium range into your rear.
Okay.
So we're just going to roll both of them at the same time. For an accuracy, and then take a hit. And you can't use your redirect.
Can't use the redirect? So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the evade and force you to reroll the hit.
Perfect. Crit.
I don't like that idea either, but alright. Let's see, the crit is Ruptured Engine. After I execute a maneuver, if the speed on your speed dial is greater than 1, I suffer a damage. Like the absolute worst crit I could get right now.
Especially for
that
ship.
Yeah.
Specifically for that ship, that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going speed 1. So we're going to accelerate to attack speed to attack the Star Destroyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Because why not?
Okay.
I have an army of Gozantis, I might as well do something with them. We're going to go with the Gozanti, the clear Ghost Gozanti. We're going to shoot medium range into your side. And we have, surprise, concentrate fire. So, 2 blues for this one. So here we go. That's a hit. And then the second one is a crit. Hit crit into your side.
With nothing. So I think what I'm going to do is brace, and we're going to redirect. I know you got Avenger here, but it's probably not going to matter, so I won't take the crit. I really can't afford to take another crit on this guy.
Yep. And then we're going to fire long range into your front, I believe.
Of here? Yeah.
Yeah. That
You're
should
good.
be fine.
You're good.
Or red. For a hit.
Because otherwise, anyway, if I spend out, let's spend out the red, redirect, and drop that to 2. We'll do that instead.
We're going to go with 4 next. 4 is going to reveal a concentrate fire and is going to flak the fighter in front of him that I need 2 for. I don't have any other shots, so we're just going to roll both in at the same time on the fighter with 1 health. 4 hit! He finally got a hit!
You killed?
And then we got to figure out where we're going. I think we're going to accelerate to speed 3 with the token and land here on the side of the ISD, double arcing you, because, you know, that's what you want to do with Gozantis. We're going to go now with this guy, number 3, and we're revealing a concentrate fire, and we're going to roll 2 blues into the front of your gladiator. Here we go. For 2 hits.
So I believe what I'm going to do is spend out. Let's see, what can you hit me with in the back here? Yeah. We're going to spend out the redirect and push that damage over here, and I'm going to take 1 regular hit.
Okay. And that guy, number 3, is only going speed 1. So I don't think I can land anywhere. So he's going to just ram and fall back right there. Maybe. We'll at least try it. Just straightforward. Oop. And I land on it.
Yeah, so you're going to take damage.
Yep, and then I stay where I'm at. I think this is my last Gozanti. It is number 6. It's revealing a concentrate fire, and we're going to use it as the dial. We're going to fire long range into the side of the victory. And we got 2 reds. Let's see what we get. I'm just concentrating fire in off the bat. 4 hit crit.
So I have to brace that, and I've got no shields I could redirect it to. So I only take 1. It is the crit. It is not structural damage. Projector misaligned. Your hull zone with the most remaining shields loses all its shields, which just wipes all those out. Okay.
So it has 1 health left.
It has 1 health left.
That is a sad shot that I'll have to take on it.
It is.
But it is a shot I have to take nonetheless. So now we're going to move, and we're going to move like so. Okay, Star Destroyer time. We got a navigate. And we're going to use it as a navigate. Big surprise. And then we're going to start off by, I think I'm going to make that obstructed shot into the rear, from my rear into the front of your demo, or not demo, gladiator.
Gladiator, yeah.
Insidious. And we're going to drop a red dice. Spinal Armament gives me an additional red dice, so I have 2 blues and a red.
You need 3 hits.
And
I've got no defense tokens because it's Avenger, right?
Well, I can use Avenger with it,
Yeah.
which I really,
Okay.
because, you know, I can roll and then decide. 3 hits, and I use Avenger.
Alright, so I cannot do anything. 1, 2, 3. That gladiator is gone.
Okay, so then the next shot, the sad shot, that we're still going to make is going to be 6 reds and 2 blues to get 1 damage into the front of that victory. It's just sad.
And of course, this is where you're going to throw a ton of hits up. So.
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah. All right. Well, that will kill it.
And then I got to maneuver in between all my Gozantis and fighters and all this fun stuff. We're going to use our dial to jump up to speed 3 and do this.
Okay, I have 1 shot. Howl Runner has a shot in the front of this Gozanti. So it's 1 blue. We need a hit. I got an accuracy. How lucky you are, John.
I really am. Otherwise, that ship was going to die.
All right, so let's. I mean, I could be really evil and just move stuff around, but we're going to put all these TIE fighters over here. I want them in spots that maybe we can do something next turn. So I have one ship left, and I want to try and go Gozanti hunting. Nav, dial. So I'm going to start with this little guy over here. So I'm going to shoot your rear. I have 3 reds, 2 blues, and let's see what Screed can do for me.
Scatters.
Yeah, you're just going to scatter that.
Woo! This is why this many Gozantis is stupid. Scatter's stupid for ships.
I agree. But that's alright, John, because I've got gunnery teams, and I can now shoot the rear of this guy. And I've got extra dice, so again, hoping for something.
Still do that accuracy. I scatter.
You're going to scatter that too, John.
Yep.
It's a shish ton of damage.
Yes, it is. That's what it is.
Huh. Alright, well, then what I'm going to do, I'm at speed 2. So I'm going to make this maneuver over here, which will ram you, and I think that kills you.
That will kill me.
And puts me over here.
Kaboom! He did his part for the Empire. Okay, so the ship that's going to fly off the map is going to fly off the map right after we're done flacking all of your fighters with a concentrate fire. So we're going to start off with Mauler first. We're an accuracy, so we're going to concentrate fire in. For another accuracy. Awesome. Okay, those dice go down.
Everything you've been rolling, I've been needing.
Yeah, pretty much. So then both basic TIE fighters, so the one closer to the ship, hit, of course, and then the one farther from the ship for another accuracy. I've rolled, like, only accuracies with these dice.
Yep.
Okay, and then he flies off the table.
Yay! Free points.
Number 2 is going to fire medium range into the rear of your Star Destroyer. It has a concentrate fire. Of course, this is the one turn that I'm going to get tons of shots that I do not have the convert over. So, that's awesome. And we're going to roll 2 reds. For you can't brace, I guess. Take 2.
So I'll just redirect him to the side.
Okay. And then we're going to move, and I'm only going speed 1. I think we're just going to continue going speed 1. Now you can't hit me because
Of the same thing, yeah.
the same thing. Just overlaps it. Okay. We're going to activate 7. 7's got to navigate. And 7 is going to drop to... no, we're going to stay at speed 3. And we're going to double click at the end and fly it to safety. To there. We're going to activate number 3. Number 3 has a concentrate fire. And it's going to shoot into the front of your ISD with 2 reds. Here we go. For 1 hit. That brings it down to 2. And then we're going to flak
Hull runner.
Hull Runner. Hit.
Yeah, scatter.
Sounds good to me. And then we're going to move. And we're going to move like this. And we're going to attack with this guy into Hull Runner, revealing a concentrate fire. So we're going to fire 2 blues into Hull Runner for blackout, take nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of flak I've put out and hit nothing is insane. Gozanti number 4, right here. Concentrate fire. We're going to use concentrate fire into the front of your ISD for 2 blue dice. For you can't use your good redirect, take 1.
Taking 1.
Yep.
Fine. I'll use my bad redirect and shove it off to the side.
And then we're going to flak out the back. We're going to start with the Guy on
Smaller.
1 health?
Oh,
Or sorry, 2
I
health.
got a guy on 2 health, yeah.
For nothing,
Yeah.
and then the other TIE fighter for a hit,
Ooh, you get a hit.
and then Mauler takes a hit.
Yeah, you know what? He's going to scatter it away.
Okay. And that guy is going speed 2. So we're going to just do this. We're gonna reveal an engineering. And we're gonna put 2 more shields up on this side. And then we're going to shoot side to front at blue range. And that's 3 blues and a red. Nothing special. For you can't brace, take 3.
Take 3. Can't brace. So I'm going to redirect. So I have no shields now. It's 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and then we're going to flak all your squadrons. We're going to start off by flacking, actually, let's see, how many is actually in range, because it's close range.
I think all 3.
Yep, all 3 are good. So we're going to start off by flacking the TIE with 2 health for dead.
He is dead.
And then the other TIE with 2 health for dead as well.
He's also
I need
dead.
black flak.
You do need black
This
flak.
is the problem with going to assault, because they're blue dice. Blue dice don't like me. And then we're going to attack Mithril for 2.
Yeah, well, we're just going to brace that to 1.
And then we're going to move. And we're going to do this. Slide in myself over to here.
Squadron phase, the only thing I can really do, nothing's in range. I'm just going to put my fighters over here, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe you overlap them and I can kill you next round.
Okay. On to last round, turn 6.
We're going to start with Star Destroyer. Navigate. That's probably not going to matter. I've got you double arced here, so we're going to start with the front shot. To your front, I need to kill you. So that's 3 red, 2 blue, 3 black. I need 1 accuracy. On a red die, of course, and then 6, 7 hits. So you're not going to be able to scatter.
Boom, I blow up.
I killed a Gozanti. That's cool. Really, I don't think I can do much of anything else. But for giggles, let's fire a long distance shot. My front to the front here. 3 red dice, maybe I'll get a real lucky shot here.
Okay.
Yes, lots of crits, so you're going to scatter that
I
way.
scatter it away.
Alright. We're going to move. I'm at speed 2, and at this point, I think really it's almost not going to matter here, so let's just... Speed 2 will overlap my squadrons. I'll let you place them someplace, and I think we're at a spot now where...
That's nothing, and then Star Destroyer is out of range, so there's no way that I can do enough damage to kill him. So I'm fine calling it here as our Star Destroyers just wave out the window to each other as we pass. Welcome back to the year 2020.
Yes, what you have just seen is no longer legal. Clearly, that game was played sometime in 2018 in our new studio through the future.
So it's just a list that I've always had in my head. It kind of worked.
Are you glad it's not in your head anymore, John?
Yes, because I can get it. So my brain hurts. I don't like MSU. It's just too much thinking, and then you start ramming ships, and then it rams ships, which then rams ships, which rams ships. Don't like it. But that was a fun game. I feel like we both were rolling dice I was rolling plink damage. Your TIE fighters ripped my Star Destroyer apart.
Dice once again determined this battle because you were rolling all the accuracies I needed, and I'm rolling all the hits you needed.
Yes.
And I think if there was a little bit more change there, where I rolled a couple of accuracies, you would have lost at least 2 more Gozantis.
Yes.
I would have lost all my fighters.
Yes.
I think the end result would have been closer. I think this game really truly came down to dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about when the FAQ and everything came out.
Mhm.
So, when we were talking about this list originally, right before the FAQ limiting you to 2
So
Gozantis?
it was the tournament book came out, and that was an update in April of 2018. So that's how long this list has been illegal.
Correct.
And then the FAQ came out a little bit before that, I think. But in either case, you can't have the commanders on your Gozantis, which was already a rule at that time.
Correct.
And then the tournament thing was April. So I think you initially wanted to fly this in February or March of
That is what I
2018.
wanted. So, finally I'm done. It's out of my head. Vader didn't do anything.
No.
I guess maybe in the last round when I didn't have the Intensify Firepower, I could have, but it
wouldn't
didn't
have done
matter.
anything.
So,
Screed did nothing for me.
no, both of our commanders
Yeah.
were useless because
Yeah.
I don't think did I use a single Vader?
Maybe once.
I don't think I did because most of the time I plink damage your victory to death.
Yep.
And then needed like 2 damage.
But
Or 1 damage.
You literally came down to you could not have not killed the victory, but you found the longest way to do it.
Yes.
So bonus points to the victory. They did something right.
He tanked the points very
Yeah.
well. It's a very tiring fleet because there's so much to fly, and it's tiring to try to kill because scatter should
Yeah.
never be on a ship. This is like a good example of why the FAQ is the way it is.
At the end of the day, trying to kill out all of these Gozantis, I would have easily nailed 2 of them without the scatter.
Any other Star Destroyer besides an ISD-1 would have done it.
Probably.
A Kuat has side blue, so you can shoot farther.
Yeah, I just...
And
This fleet was also not designed to go Gozanti hunting, John.
who would have thought?
So,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I still have to say, the game was interesting to see that many Gozantis on the table. I think you had as much fun playing it as it gave you a headache trying to maneuver that many small ships in a small area.
Yeah, so my idea originally was to hide behind the 1 dust cloud, and then I put 3 down. I'm like, it's not even cover 3. I have 4 more to go.
Yeah.
It's time to try to figure out where else I can put them on the board. It's just a whole line.
I pulled 1 dust cloud clear out of the way, prohibiting you to even use it.
Yeah.
My Gladiator came in way too late, but again, a Gladiator's not going to do anything to Gozantis.
No.
Just the scatter eliminates it. I think I'd have to double arc you in such a way that I could kill you with 2 shots, and all that's going to do is, eliminate your scatter, and then you run away.
Yeah.
So, good reasons to have only 2 Gozantis on the table for a 400-point battle.
Yes.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing something just
Random.
can't happen, and it's kind of random.
So, we'll be back next time with a normal game. And, yeah.
For those of you interested, final score was 222 to 84, but it doesn't count because it doesn't matter. So John doesn't get any experience points for this.
No experience points.
Like us, if you throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't. Check us out on Facebook, and what else do we have? Instagram and Twitter and
Discord. Join our Discord, and we'd be more than happy to talk to you on that. It would be a faster way than doing comments possibly on YouTube. So if you have any direct questions for us, you can hit us up there.
All right. So until next time, I'm Ken.
I'm John.
You've been watching Ion Radio.